Hey, Sassy fam. Happy Sunday and welcome to your Sunday check-in. Thank you all so much for your fantastic and supportive feedback of the new schedule. I'm liking it a lot too. In fact, I just wrapped the full moon readings for all 12 signs for your sign. Check out the description box for your scheduled date, but it's pretty straightforward. Guys, the efficiency is on point and the energy focus is real. I'm loving it. Let's keep doing it. There you go. Okay, so this week's check-in, obviously they can't all be abbreviated versions of yours and theirs, and I wouldn't want them to be. We're going to do a simple 369, past, present, and future, and like always, no clarification. And, of course, your sign will be time-stamped in the description box as well as the comments. I got you. You guys, I will see you at your sign. Leo, you're up first. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo. What's going on for Leo? Like I said, we're going to do a brief past, present, future. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. Take what resonates, leave it as not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. And I do hope you enjoy your full moon upcoming. What's going on? I know for me personally that when we have full moon in Scorpio, and I'm repeating myself because I said the same thing in your next message coming out tomorrow. What do you do? I know for myself personally, I love that full moon of Scorpio energy, so hopefully you'll have your own little energy spike as well. In the past, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, Judgment, man, beautiful. You really dug into your own particular character as a person. Let's keep going. The High Priestess, the World, Ace of Cups, oh wow. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. You're going to hit your comfort zone here, your particular stride. I see you opening up to love, not closing off from it. Okay. So in the recent past, I see you doing some deep dive character work on yourself. You look great. You really do. It's methodical, it's practiced, and it's also appreciative in and of itself. You've done so much work to be where you are and who you are, to be comfortable in your own skin, your own body, your own sense of personhood, your own ability, experience, insight, wisdom, the strength to walk a particular path, and the appreciation to look back on it all and see where you've come from. So, reflective, very reflective, Leo. Okay. And I like what you see in yourself, how capable you are, how strong you are, how insightful you are, how wise you are. All those things are in there. And Judgment's here, it's like it couldn't have been any other way. But without that ability to reflect on it, you wouldn't have known that. Whatever lessons there were along the way, you absorbed them well. Some were easier than others, of course. That's what lessons are. Some were more easily applied than others, but nevertheless you did. So I'm looking at a Leo who's in that bracket of wise, experienced, healer too. You have natural healing properties attached to you. That's through experience and wisdom. You show yourself patience and compassion. You try to listen to yourself. And you try to recognize callings as they come up. It's something that you kind of pride yourself on tuning into. I'm trying to listen to myself and what it is I'm supposed to do. When it's time to make decisions, I want to be able to make them to the fullest of my abilities. And when decisions are brought upon me, I want to be able to deal with them in equal measure. So you look great. In other words, I like the Leo that you are. I do. So well developed. You put a lot into yourself in terms of personal fulfillment as well as development. Now, fast forward a little bit. High Priestess, the World, Ace of Cups. Intuitively, I could interpret that as intuitively you feel you're going to close off a love construct. I don't think that's it. Intuitively, I see you opening up towards one. So the World, guys, isn't just closing off. It's a door. As one door closes, another can open. You can also reapproach old cycles. In other words, continue them. Hopefully they're better than they were the last time you saw them. I don't know. But I see you opening up, not closing off. Intuitively, you know this. You feel it. You feel the time is nigh. That it's just a matter of time, really. It's almost like a countdown on your particular Leo heart that you open up to something in love. New love, renewed love, I don't know. But you intuitively feel it, don't you? Can't say I'm surprised. I saw a great deal of renewal activity. And I mean, that door was closed, and I'm going to reopen it on the full moon reading. So if that's not your thing, there you go. But intuitively, you feel it, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, and you like where it's taking you as well. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands. This is not rushed. This is immediate future, happening sooner rather than later. In other words, it's not projected far out. It's right around the corner for the Leo I'm looking at. You'll be investing in this relatively soon, and it's going to feel good. So I don't know who is on the other end of that cup, the inquiry, the question. I see you investing in it in small, measurable ways that start to make sense to you as a reflection of where you are and a reflection of how you love yourself. Okay? It looks like it's a good choice for you. The investment starts small, as is the decision to invest, communicate. But as you do, it starts to feel more comfortable. In other words, it's a good reflection. That Ace of Cups is a good reflection of your own measure of self-worth. So if you're going to invest in love, it needs to be a good measure of you. And you have a very strong measure of you. Another reason why I'm seeing it is you choosing to open instead of close off. I just don't see you closing off a cup. I don't. You're saying this is a good investment. It's just started. And it feels like it's good, like it's worthy of me. That's what I'm saying for you today. Feels like it's right around the corner, doesn't it? Possibly a month. I'm not doing time checks, but if I see hints and things to timelines, I'll tell you. It's not absolutes. There's no such thing in tarot. But the investment in your immediate future suggests it's sooner rather than later. And then also, traditionally, the Ace of Cups in tarot can roughly represent a month, a calendar month, if you will. Okay? Yeah, and then also the High Priestess is here. 2, formal, Roman numeral 2, the indication of February. Okay. But yeah. Let's get some advice for Leo, please. Let's get some advice for Leo, please. Show me that advice. Show me that advice. Let's do one more. Show me that advice, please, for Leo. I like this a lot. You have a soft energy around you. You're not very loud. You're not. But you are very comfortable with your corner of the world. Your time, your skills, your experience, and everything that's led you up to where it's led you today. Where it puts you in a position where you can listen to yourself like this and you understand it. You feel it too. You don't question it. I like that. I respect that. You don't question what you're feeling. And then I see you invest in it and you do it because it feels right, not because it feels wrong. It's a good reflection, like I said, of you. Yeah, there you go. Aren't you are just the bee's knees, aren't you? Yes. You've created a really good system of both intelligence as well as intuition, and those two should be side by side. They're not enemies, guys. They're not mutually exclusive. I don't know who started that. It most certainly wasn't me, but they need to work together. You cannot rule out what you know, and you should not rule out what you feel. They should be like this. And you're saying, I know. You're the cheeky. That's what comes, that's the benefit of age and wisdom right there. Yeah, you're like, I know. And you say you feel it. You know it's coming. Intellectually, you've accepted it. Intuitively, you feel it. You've already begun to open your heart towards the process. Told you. Big difference between closing off and opening up. You're choosing to open up based on what you feel. You're like, I'll be ready for it. When it's here, I'll be ready for it. I'll know. I trust that you know. I see that you know. I know that you know that you know. And I know that you know that I know that you know. Yeah? Yeah. Good job. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. We're going to do baseline only, no clarification. Simple past, present, future. What's going on, please? Show me Sag. Show me Sag. What's going on for Sagittarius, please? What's going on for Sagittarius, please? What's going on? Take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Knight of Swords. Recent past, guys. Page of Swords. 2 of Wands. I see you taking action towards something in the past. You didn't necessarily know why. I don't see you questioning it too much, but you did it without hesitation, though. That's interesting. I can also say that's pretty much Sag, too. Sometimes you just go. Queen of Cups. The Tower. The Knight of Wands. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Okay. Okay. 3 of Swords. Pain. Temperance. You're working through it. The Empress. Yeah, whatever this was a very rich lesson in you and empowerment, healing, and knowing the difference. I see you taking off in a particular direction in the past that says, I'm not going to question it. In fact, I don't want to think about it too deeply. Okay. And that does happen. You know, sometimes you just go towards something on instinct. I'm going to sort this out. I'm not going to question it too deeply. Boom, there I go. And I see you go, boom, there you go. No hesitation. And very little thought. You didn't question it. You didn't question your motives. You didn't, nothing. There's just no hesitation. It's kind of like when I'm called, I go, boom, smooth process. You didn't overthink it. You didn't shut it down. You didn't block action. You would talk to it, communicate with it, whatever it is, because I see communication as well as action here. But the thing is, Page of Swords. I'm not going to put too much thought into it. I'm just going to do it. Boom. Okay. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Queen of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Wands. Now, there's a bit of folly here. It's a strong insight, powerful insight. I'm seeing it as like this. Somebody's learning something this way, somebody's learning something that way. And it's an internal tower, I believe, that's dualistic. You know, in other words, there's two people who benefited from this lesson, I think. I'm not sure. But I am seeing it cross flow like this. Somebody concluded this was nothing but passion and bullshit, and somebody else said, oh dear, this was love. Okay. Somebody had the idea that they really thought their heart or love energy was in this, and it turns out, no, that was stupid of me. It turns out it was just attraction. There was no love in it. The other person was like, I just assumed this was about attraction. I didn't realize there was love in it. So it's looking like whether or not you two have shared what it is you've learned, I don't know. But it's looking like where somebody had one lesson, the other person had the opposite side of it. It was more than just casual attraction. And for somebody, love wasn't there, even though their heart set up for it. Okay. In the future, though, it stops being like this, and I just see you being absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Whatever this was, it does not take from you. It does not take from your power. You remembered who the hell you are. You stepped into that role. It was always there. The way you didn't question this in the past tells me that you trusted it, or you just acted towards it because you didn't think. You just acted towards it. Maybe it just felt right to you. I don't know, but for some reason you didn't question it. No hesitation at all, which is very much part of that Sagittarian personality. Yes, all 12 signs have personality traits, characteristics. I strongly suggest that if you read tarot, you learn about that first, because that can really give you an idea of the punch or motivation behind what you're seeing in the cards. And with that Sagittarian energy, sometimes you guys, you just go because you know you can, because it feels right. You don't question it, or you don't want to. You know, you have that independent streak that's real. It's beautiful too. I love it. I have two very key placements of Sags. I understand that independent energy. I'm not going to question it because it feels right sometimes. And I think that's what I was seeing for you. But somebody's heart is reflecting on this tower and says, it meant something to me, but it didn't mean shit to them. And the other person is like, I thought it was just playtime. Turns out somebody's heart was on the line. Tower on both sides. And then over here, though, like I said, 3 of Swords, Temperance, the Empress, whatever this is, this pain puts you back into a place of remembering substance, your worth, your value, and not negotiating that. I know it may not have seemed like much in the past. I just did it without thinking, Christina. But that tower was enough that it knocked you into where it is you needed to be. This is non-negotiable. Temperance, this is who you really are. A healer, patient, wise, good counsel, loving, generous. Okay. And is empowered and does not participate in nonsense. You've done a good job recovering from the pain and disappointment. It's kind of like an old shadow now. That 3 of Swords is nothing in the face of Temperance and the Empress. It's there. But that lesson, like I said, knocked you into where you needed to be. And I'm sorry it was so painful. And your opening was like you didn't even think about it. So that tells me you trusted this. The way you didn't think about it. No agenda. Okay? No hesitation. You didn't question it. But that's one of the things perhaps you think now I should have questioned it more. You know, I don't know. Perhaps you didn't want to see it too much. You didn't want to see it too clearly. So you just kind of rushed in. I don't know. The Empress doesn't do that, right? She doesn't just rush in. She assesses who is worth my time, energy, and effort. I'm looking at you. I know you're not. Therefore, I will not participate. Never mind rush in. Or, if she understands someone's worth that kind of energy, she will. But I don't see you questioning it too deeply in the past. But it's not where you are anymore, is it? You're a beautiful, loving, generous, patient, kind person. And you're healing too. That's your truth. That's your truth. And if you're the one whose heart got hurt by realizing, oh, to them it was just fuck around energy. Well, remember this. They lost you. You didn't lose them. Let me tell you something. It's going to be much harder. Think of it this way. Even though it might have been your heart that got hurt, all right? You're not missing that person's love because they didn't give it to you. But they will be missing yours. So you ask me who has a harder time of recovery. The person whose love they now have to do without, or the person who never had it to begin with? Okay. Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice, please, for Sag. Let's get some advice, please, for Sag. Let's get some advice, please, for Sag. The Knight of Swords, Two of Wands. There it is again. Three of Pentacles. There it is. Oh, you did trust them. That's why. You didn't hesitate. Okay. Look at that. Look at that repeating energies, guys. This is why I love consistency. This is why I use the same decks over and over again. Is that they show me consistency. Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands right there. Boom. Three of Pentacles. You trusted this person. You did. You said that they were a good friend. And that's why you didn't hesitate. That's why you didn't hesitate. You understood that they were a good friend. There's no hesitation here. You're like, they're a friend. That's it. That's all I need to know. They call, I come. That's it. I know that sounded that way. I didn't mean it sounded that way. But you know what I'm saying. I never hesitated. When it was time to talk, we talked. When it was time to connect, we connected. They were my friend. I'm there for my friends. I understand that. I completely understand this. It's like, I'm there for my friends. No hesitation. That's why you didn't question it. But you loved it. You loved them. In some way, you loved them. And it's looking like they just had play energy when it came to you. But they learned later that real feelings were involved, just like you learned later that their real feelings weren't. Okay? So there's lessons on both sides. But I can see back here in the beginning, you didn't hesitate because you called them friend and you meant it. That's why there's no hesitation. You didn't question it. You trusted them. Okay. Okay. That's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a simple past, present, and future. No clarification, yeah? What's going on, please, for Aries? Show me Aries. Show me Aries. Like always, take it resonates. Leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me Aries. Show me Aries. What's going on? Knight of Swords, you and Sag. I shuffle these many times in between takes. It's meant to be, it's meant to be. Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Okay, you were, okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy right there. All right, some beautiful. Oh, stop it. Stop it. No, don't stop. It's gorgeous. Oh, okay, a little bit of pain there. Fine, that's fine. That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. Yay, Aries. Yay. In the recent past, whoo, look at that. Look at you go. The two people here, but you felt really good though. And I see why you felt really good too. It's like, oh, please tell me that you sustained it. Please tell me you sustained it because it looks good. I know that when you're excited, You will create a beehive of activity. Like, this is happening. This is happening. I need to generate more. I need to generate more. Make it happen. Make it happen. And that's Aries. When Aries is excited, and I mean you're excited and you're onto something and you know you're onto something, you're like boom, boom, boom. And that's exactly what I see you doing back here. In the recent past, you were excited. You were on your own, right? Proud individual, proud Aries, 9 of Pentacles, no problem, right? The garden of your own making, etc. You're experienced. You know what's up. This is what I can do, baby. This is what I can do. And you can do it. And you did. You were expressing, you were acting, you were making plans, you were acting on those plans, you were being vulnerable. You felt good. It's just everything felt good. I'm taking action for myself. I feel good about me. I'm expressing my love. And so you were in the recent past. I don't know how recent that is, but it looks great. And it happened fast, too. The connectivity was quick. And I know that you played your part to make sure that it continued to be that way. Because like I said, once Aries is excited, you guys will start throwing down them tracks. You will start putting in them bricks. I need more of this. We need more. Bigger, better, faster, more. And that's Aries. You get Aries wound up like that, it's real. Don't act like you don't know. If you are Aries sun or if you are Aries rising, you know what's up. Yes. And so you did. You're just like, this feels good. Let's keep doing it. And so you did. And the connection was on point. The vulnerability with the Knight of Cups was on point. And you didn't say anything and you didn't do anything that literally did not feel right to you. And that's the best kind of energy you can have at all for yourself. Surrounding you, you know, there's nothing I don't do because I don't want to, because it's a good representation of me. I know what's up. I'm showing up, right? I love that. You look so great. You look so and lively, functioning, getting stuff done, feeling good about you. I love this. I am actually seeing that as all you. I mean, Aries, honey, you tend to be multifaceted. You know, you can do many things at one time. So I'm attributing all that to you. Now, we're going to fast forward a little bit. One of the reasons why you were so busy bee, you were like a little busy bee Aries. Okay, I see it right over here. Temperance, the Sun, the Lovers. That's why. You were laying down them tracks with somebody special. And you still are. Congratulations. And you still are. It's beautiful. The warm touches both of your faces. You look like a very happy Aries. We want a long time under the sun. Temperance in the Sun, the Lovers. The definition of that is, I don't want this to stop ever. I wish to bask in the rays of the sun and the love and the lovely lovers. And no. Just more. I need more. You know, and we want to keep that going because temperance is here and temperance lasts a long time. So the more you connect with this, by the way, you continue to heal in terms of feeling like a whole person as your love expresses itself to someone else. Now, don't get me wrong, you should already be a whole person, but you can feel your completeness when you connect with this person. And that's what an ideal connection does. You feel your own sense of completeness. Everything that was back here that made Aries Aries, you get to share that now with someone else, and they're loving it. They're loving it. You're loving what they bring into the table. It looks gorgeous on you both. And it's restorative to both of you. And it's like, this is what it's all about. This is what being in a healthy connection. Haha, I've been watching sassy stuff forever, and this is what that feeling is. This is healthy. Yay. That's it. The Aries I'm looking at, though, honey, you ain't got time to watch my stuff. You need to go and see this person. No, and you are. It's active. It's current active. It's beautiful. The warmth is there. The expression of love is there. And we want to keep it going. You know? You feel like a complete person with someone else who feels like a complete person. No picking up the slack on anybody's side. No sense of imbalances. We're highly compatible. That's it. Full stop. And it's beautiful. You're choosing your lover. They're choosing your back. And that's absolutely gorgeous. That's the only way we get to keep them is if we choose them. And what does that mean? We have to be willing to work on ourselves in all the ways that we don't want to. Because a strong lover's connection that's healthy will build you up, not tear you down. And people who are not ready for their lover's connections, they will tear each other down, neglect each other, make bad decisions. In other words, not choose each other. But a healthy lover's connection lifts you up. Okay? And you work through the hard parts of yourself in order to keep them and then keep yourself intact too. So on and so forth. Anyway, you've heard me talk about it. Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Five of Cups. Somebody here has a little bit of sadness attached to their hearts. It's looking like them. I don't think they're upset with you, but there's something that they themselves are showing me emotional sadness in some way. The Empress, I see this as being you, the Queen of Wands. You seem to be your normal self here. Okay. And you seem to be aware that your partner is a little sad at some point in the future. Why? I don't know. But the bigger part of them is the Empress has not faded. In other words, they still are who they are. It's just for some reason they have some little bit of sadness attached to them in the future for perhaps reasons that are not yet known to you. Okay. It may not be known to you, or perhaps, excuse me, they might be going through something. Okay. But other than that, there are someone who's very happy to be in your life, and you two just can't seem to do without each other. And that's beautiful. Okay. What's going on? Let's get some advice, please. That is future-oriented, where I see you two standing side by side. So that means that Five of Cups, there's a good chance you don't know what it is yet. All right. There's a little bit of sadness. All right. A little bit of sadness there. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please, for Aries. Not that you need it. I think you've already done the best parts. Take it and run with it, honey. Don't look back. If it's yours and you know it's yours, claim it and do what you need to do to keep it. It's looking like they're doing the same. All right, let's get some advice, please. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Five of Wands. Okay. All right. The comfort zone. It's looking like this is in reference in the future. Somebody is not... Okay, let me make this clear. Somebody's saying they are comfortable in their environment, that they're secure in it, that they feel confident about it, but there's some aggravation floating around the household energy. I think that's where that Five of Cups is coming from. Again, it doesn't look like it's in your immediate sight yet. In other words, you don't know it yet. But it has to do with one's personal home space. Otherwise, we feel confident about it, but there seems to be some frustration about how that's being expressed and or built between you two. There might be a temporary disappointment. It's looking like temporary disappointment. Temporary frustration surrounding the home space. That could be for any number of reasons. You two could be remodeling your bathroom for all I know. I don't know. But it does look like it's a momentary thing. Momentary disappointment and or frustration surrounding your immediate home environment in future. But otherwise, things are fine. Okay? We'll call it a tiff. Just call it a tiff between you and your person at some point in the future regarding specifically the home space. Other than that, it's gravy. Okay. Aries, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a brief past, present, and future. Sorry, I had to adjust my thinking real quick. No clarification. And like always, take it resonates, say if it does not, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? What I'm used to saying is, welcome to your mid-month check-in. Correction. What's going on, please? Show me Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? Show me Aquarius, please. What's going on? Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, okay. Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the World, okay, I got it. Okay. Three of Wands, Two of Swords, Eight of Wands, okay. Well, you already kind of have a grip on this situation. All right, at least you did in the recent past, and then it's kind of catching up to you in present day about what to actually do with this. Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. We can call it friendship for now. The idea is cooperation. There isn't. Not really, or there hasn't been in a long time. It's you have not been on the same constructive page with someone in a long time. It does not have to be romantic, guys. This could be someone like a sibling, a friend, coworker, whatever. The point is, bare minimum, you're saying they're friendship at best, and it's been a long time since they felt like a friend. Here's the thing. You've known them forever. You've known them forever and a day. A long time you've known this person. You go way back. If I were to describe this connection you have, which again, I'm not convinced it's intimate at all, emotional or otherwise. Not like emotional romantic intimacy. Okay. Obviously, you can have intimate feelings for someone who's not a romantic partner. But emotional status too. Now you're saying we haven't been friends. It's not we. You're saying we. We haven't been friends in a long time, but I've known them forever. What do I do with it? You haven't felt strongly one way or another about them in a long time. It's like there's a lack of consistency in terms of 3D connectivity, emotional consistency. You're like, I don't know why it's lingering with you so much in the past, but it's catching up to you in present day. Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the World. I mean, there's the admission. I don't really have much more to give this. I've known them for a long time, but Christina, what are we doing for each other now? What are they doing for me now? And I agree with this in that respect of you have to make decisions based on the present, not the past, okay? Because the present is where you live. The past has already happened. So in the past, you two may have made a lot of memories where you were high-functioning friends or whatever this is. Six of Cups says you two are soul bonded. They're part of your soul tribe. They're important, but you haven't felt the importance of that connection in years. And what it used to do for you then is not what it does for you now, is what you're saying. I get it. And you're saying you put so little into it anyway. Does it really matter if I cycle it out? To be honest with you, no. And I'll tell you why. Six of Cups. It's a soul bond, soul tribe. There's no guarantee that just because they're part of our soul tribe means we get to keep them forever. There's no guarantee of that. Typically, what I see is that this connection did its job. It was supposed to be impactful. It was supposed to be unique because it served its time back then. But it doesn't necessarily serve the same function as it does today. In fact, today, I would barely call them a friend today. But I appreciate the bond for what it was and how it served its purpose in the past, but it doesn't do that anymore. So you can part ways with it gently, quietly. You can say goodbye to it. It doesn't have to be some angry fallout. It doesn't have to be some yell mats where you two get worked up into a frenzy and then you hate each other, you tell each other off, and no. It could just be a gentle parting of ways. And if you two need each other again for any reason, it's going to be one of those connections that shows back up when it needs to. If it's a real part of, well, if it's a real soul bond, in other words, part of your soul tribe, it will show back up when it needs to, if it needs to. But you're saying you don't need it. It hasn't served its function the way it has in years. In other words, its job is done, therefore yours is too. So if they have such low impact on you, you therefore have low impact on them now. I'm not saying you two aren't important to each other, but you're saying the importance of what it used to represent, how you two needed it, has already served its time. So you can gently part ways. It doesn't have to be something, just you minimized your investment. You don't have to justify it to me. I put so little into this now anyway. Okay, the world. Now, in the future, 3 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 8 of Wands. In the future, I do see you at some point contemplating reopening the lines of communication. Why? I don't know, but that's further out. It's a distance I don't think you can see yet. And it kind of goes back to my point. If it's part of your soul tribe, you never really lose it. Okay? Have a gentle parting of ways with it. But if it needs to come back, it will. And I see you looking outward on the horizon, needing to talk to them for some reason. And if that's the case, it will come back. Because I do see you deploying communication even though you're uncertain of the results. So, there you go. It will spring back into life if it needs to. That's the beauty of the Six of Cups. Usually it's not so far away from us that it won't come back if we need it again. Okay? Real friendships like this drift in and out of time. That's just how it is. But when two people need each other again, they have a way of reopening those lines of communication, whatever the context is. Maybe you had something on your mind that you just needed to reach out for that day. I don't know. But if they're a true soul bond, they respond. It doesn't matter the time and the distance between you two. Okay? I have a very strong... Why do I feel like I'm looking at a sibling? Could be. High school friend, that kind of thing. But when I say you've known them forever and a day, that's what that means. Okay? You don't have to be completely rid of the connection. You can think of it as a temporary cycle. I see people re-enter cycles all the time. I swear to God, that was a quarter of the full moon readings. I'm telling you. It happens all the time. It doesn't have to be permanently closed, guys. And even if that door is closed, it doesn't mean it's locked. Well, that's what re-entry is. You know? Soul bonds do it all the time. Absolutely. Let's get some advice for you. But yeah, I see at some point in the future that you don't know consciously. You consciously, Aquarius, I'm not aware of it yet. At some point in the future, which is further out, you'll be looking for them again. And I don't know why. You will in time, though. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Well, that was a nice little check-in, wasn't it? It may not have been wow to you, but that's the kind of immediate upfront energy, and that was really succinct and straightforward. Okay? I kind of wish more check-ins were like this. Oh, this is what's happening like right now. Okay, and that might happen in future. Cool. It kind of ties the whole point home, doesn't it? All right. The Hierophant, Justice, the Magician. Look at all that spiritual energy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look at all these majors you just pulled. Advice. There's nothing I'm telling you that I don't think you inherently know. You have a lot of spiritual elements surrounding you, within you. Okay, the Hierophant, Justice, and the Magician. None of these are small potatoes. Okay? The Aquarius I'm looking at, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you committed to the sense of balance, that this is correct, manifestation, you know how to pull this back in, no problem, because you know it's correct. Justice. And you can commit to that correctness. Hierophant. It's really straightforward. If you need this to come back, it will. That's it. You know this, though. You feel it, right? So, again, what I'm seeing here is a temporary world on a revolving door with a connection that you've known since the beginning of time. That's why I'm strongly kind of leaning towards sibling, or we're talking childhood friend, because that's just how it's feeling like to me. Like, you know this, you know better. It's okay if you let it go if you haven't invested in a long time. The connection doesn't express itself the way it used to because that's what worked in the past, but not necessarily in the present day. And if you needed to summon it again, it'll show up. You know this. It's okay. Yeah. You'll see them again in future. No problem. I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said at the intro, we're going to do a brief past, present, future, no clarifiers. So take it resonates, leave it as not, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please, for Gemini? Show me Gemini, show me Gemini. Oh, interesting. You see how that one just popped out? The King of Pentacles. For some of you might have some very strong earth in your chart, could be connecting to earth. It's like, what, Christina? Pay attention to that one. Okay. King of Pentacles for some of you. What's going on, please, for Gemini? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. What's up for Gemini? All right. The Moon. Two of Swords. Knights of Swords. Good. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Wands. The Fool. Even better. The Hierophant. King of Cups. It's going to be all right. Yep. We got a lot of power energy here. We got a lot of minds. We got a lot of hearts. We got a lot of strength of will in here, too. We got some characters in here. It's like some Seinfeld stuff. Some really strong characters here. But I got two folks that are like, yes. But it's like the most official yes I've ever seen. No. I've seen some strong yeses before, but that's an official yes. The Hierophant, and then these two characters here, King of Cups, King of Swords towards the end. So it's a bit stiff. That's all right. That's all right. That just means it's super serial, super serious. All right. In the recent past, the Moon, Two of Swords, Knight of Swords. We didn't always understand our motivation. In the recent past, some of you took action towards something or a connection, something to do with your environment, whatever. Sometimes you, in the past, said you would take action. You didn't necessarily understand your motivation as to why. It confused even you. You would say, we just take action, and you didn't question it. Sag showed me something that they didn't question it because they trusted a friend. Yours is like you just really didn't understand your motivation. There's emotions under there with the Moon that you weren't really comfortable addressing. But sometimes you would just take action without questioning your emotional motivation behind it. It was elusive to you. Okay. And we fast forward a little bit. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Fool. This is, I do know what I'm doing. I am aware of myself now. I'm in a better understanding of what it is I'm desiring, what my drives are, my own particular comfort zone, and understanding my value and worth. And now that that is much more apparent to me, much more obvious, I feel like I can open up and mean it. And it's coming from a good, solid place of understanding in me about, again, what my worth is. And therefore, I feel comfortable opening up as the Fool. So I'm not just rushing in there, taking action and not really understanding emotionally why. I'm very much more aware of what I'm opening up towards now and what I'm saying yes to now. And those are a direct reflection of me, how I feel about myself, how I love myself. That, therefore, with that understanding, has given you a much stronger definition about what it is you feel safe. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, feel safe about opening up towards. And there is something in you that is blossoming. A little bit, Page of Wands, not a big deal, but the energy behind it is the Fool. Something is blossoming you to open up, and it's coming from security. Whereas this is action without security, not really understanding emotionally why you're doing what you're doing. You have a driving force, but you don't know what's leading it. We didn't see this, or we didn't want to see it. And now you're saying, no, I'm much more aware now. From a place of understanding who I am and what I'm about, I know how to open up and mean it. And I know it's good for me. I want to do these things. You're exploring. Your energy is feeling a little bit explorational. It's wanting to get out there. It's wanting to open up to something. It's a little curious. But it also feels kind of rosy. Rosy, kind of soft, but wanting to do something. And in the future, you went from, I think I can open up a little bit. I know myself better now. I feel much more comfortable with myself. I feel much more secure with myself. To, all right, someone's standing next to me. Well, that was pretty darn firm. It went from, I don't know, I guess I could open up. I mean, I know what I'm doing now. I had a really long, hard look at myself and what I do and why I do it. No more of that mystery shit. No more just me taking off in action states and not questioning why. No, I know what I'm doing now. I feel good. I feel good about me. I'm going to open up a little bit, and then boom, I got someone standing next to you that's like, I'm here. What's up? The King of Cups, the King of Swords, you, and the Hierophant. So somebody's heart is literally standing next to you. It's great. These two are in high functioning modes in terms of expression, mind, feeling, and the higher sense of self to back it all up. So you two are standing very strongly side by side. I don't know what your two functions are, but I do know that it's a connection that's significant to both of you, spiritually, if nothing else. But yeah, so look at that. A little bit of opening up in the right ways based on understanding yourself better, feeling safe in that energy, feeling safe in that exploratory mode too. Now you got somebody standing next to you and you're like, I'm here. Why would I not be here? It's almost like that. I don't know why that's cracking me up, but it is. I don't know. It pays to know yourself is the point, right? If you're going to do something, do so with the knowledge base behind why you're doing it. What are your drives? What are your motivations? Just don't take anything on blind faith that you're acting in your best interest. That may not be the case. You know, when we just act without understanding why, who knows what the hell's going to happen and why. But when we're self-possessive and self-claiming like this and based on knowledge and worth and what it is we allow ourselves to open up towards, where it's coming from, it pays. I see someone standing by your side. There's like my heart's here for you. It's beautiful. All right, let's get some advice for you. That's great. I would like to have taken my time with it. I would have liked to have poked around in some of this. Let's see where that's coming from. It's quite the story. I bet there's only so much I can capture, but you're just now here in this phase of feeling good, secure here is a big deal. King, Queen of Pentacles, when they show me security and then the willingness to open up, so it tells me they feel secure, okay, about where they are in their particular corner of the world, feeling good about themselves, okay? And this Queen of Pentacles is softly opening up because it feels right, okay? But with the understanding that it does. That's why I like it. The insight. That's cool. All right. A dedication to understanding oneself and what one wants and needs. And allowing that to flow through. That King of Cups is really shining through. It's like, why wouldn't I be here? I'm laughing. I am saying you as the King of Swords properly. I am. But it's so formal. The energy is so formal, but strong and upstanding. So it's funny. Let's get that advice, please. The Hierophant's there again. The World. The Page of Wands. Yeah. I don't remember your full moon energy read. I really don't. But just in case, because I saw a lot of people reapproaching cycles, this is what I'm seeing for you. The Hierophant, you might have some really strong Taurus in your chart. I did see that King of Pentacles drop at the beginning, didn't I? Okay. Just FYI, for some of you, could be connecting to Taurus as well. I don't know, but here we go. Okay, we tend to pay attention to things like that. So, that Hierophant, it's at his leisure to assess a world cycle and to reemerge in it with the Page of Wands. Oopsie, I'm so sorry, guys. I hope that wasn't too loud. This is the shock mount, by the way. Because of what I do, the vibrations, the shuffling, and then the hollowness of the table that it's on need a shock mount. So that helps reduce things like vibrations and table hits, you know? That's why it takes up so much visual space. It's necessary. Anyway, Page of Wands. Yeah. See, look at that. The Hierophant has made a decision here to reapproach a cycle and say, I'm open. Little guy. But it's got Big Daddy energy behind it. So when I see him going like this, okay. He's either going to say yes or he's going to say no. He doesn't really do middle. And that's a, okay. There you go. That's where the curiosity, the willingness to open up just a wee bit. That's where that's coming from. I like it. I do. And this is happening now. And by now, I mean anywhere between now, as of you seeing this, to, it's looking to me, April, anywhere between now and then, that soft opening. Okay. Gemini, honey, hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said, we're going to do a brief past, present, and future. No clarification. All right. What's going on for... what's going on, please? For Libra. Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Take what resonates. See if it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me Libra. Show me Libra. What's going on for Libra, please? Show me Libra. Recent past, 9 of Cups, Queen of Wands. Looking good, feeling good. 7 of Wands, but firm boundaries. Oh my gosh. None shall pass. Unless I say so. All right, 4 Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Working through some disappointment here. In the future, Death, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Intuitively, you feel major changes in the future. For now, you're working through your own particular process. I see you guarding what's yours. Okay, let's make that clear. And not too far off. None shall pass. You know you got a lot going on. Okay, you know. You just know. You're a Libra that you know. I'm not saying you're arrogant. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you know. You know you're packing certain goods, energetically or otherwise. You feel good about you, emotionally speaking. You're saying, I like me. I like what I feel. I don't apologize for what I feel. In fact, I love others and situation, places, circumstances the way I would love myself. But I'm cautious. 7 of Wands, so don't cross me. And so when you say none shall pass unless you want them to, that's exactly what that means. You know, honey, your energy's all dressed up and it's for you. And that's the way it should be. Okay? That's the way it should be. You don't have healthy, high-functioning energy for other people. You should have it for you first. Okay? If others are attracted to you, they're attracted to you. But that doesn't mean you're open for business. You're showing me heavy amounts of caution. That your energy is precious to you. That you understood it's good. Or that it is good and that it's healthy and that you're very protective of it. You're showing me you're very protective of yourself, who you are, what you're about, and what you feel. There's a reason for that. Let's jump on over to that reason. 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, because you slowly and surely have been methodically working through personal disappointment where your cups were not satisfied. 4 of Cups, this is emotional upset disappointment because of the lack of what was in it. Quality, quantity, you name it, all of it. So Four of Cups, typically that disappointment stems from I'm not satisfied with what I'm receiving, and I'm not satisfied with what I'm allowed to give. This sucks. It all around sucks. So Four of Cups is an emotional jerk circle. So not only once you enter it, it's hard to get out of it, right? Because you're getting something. You're getting something on that loop. But it's not satisfying. And you look at those cups and you get a sour face. Why aren't you fuller? Why aren't you richer? Why aren't you what I want? And how come you won't let me express myself to you? How come you won't take what I have to give you? You see how people can get caught up in that Four of Cups? Once you get in there, it's really hard to get out of it. And it takes work to get out of that. And that's what you're doing. Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Literally making the conscious decision, Two of Wands, with time, at your own pace, Eight of Pentacles, to put active, healthy work into getting out of that Four of Cups, accepting the fact that you've been disappointed in love and understanding that it was not for you. And that means real work. And that you don't have to continue to be disappointed by it. You don't have to continue to accept it. And you can make sure that you never enter that particular Four of Cups again. That's what all that work is. And that's why you're safeguarding. So this is a particular flow through between past that's flowing into the present. So this has been ongoing, okay? That protective sense of self and protecting your assets and your personal good feeling, your personal development, that is completely 100%, do not pass unless I say so. It is very much in your interest to continue to develop this. You know it. That's why it's an ongoing project. You understand that advice when I say you will always be your biggest project, and your project is ongoing, and it's on point. Okay? You are developing and will continue to develop into an amazing person if you continue on at this pace. No doubt you already are. I already see you being very protective of the goods. You know what I'm saying? So that means I can already tell you've had to swat some flies away. No. Because if you're a Queen of Wands, you're a Queen of Wands. You're Nine of Cups, you put those two together. That's intoxicating. You bet. I love me. I love how I feel. I love the person I am. And I feel good about it. The energy shows and it glows and it's going to attract some flies. Thing is, you're already recovering from a fly. Okay? And getting yourself out of that. That's been your ongoing project. And it's going to continue to build you up. Promise. Death, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune. Now that's interesting. Time's going to pass. That is an accelerated timeline. It's much further out. I would love to clarify that, but it's much further out. Those are three majors just in your future position. So in other words, not tomorrow. Intuitively, you feel something is coming to an end. You don't necessarily know what it is. But you also understand it will be a time of great change. You don't seem to be scared of it. Nor should you be. I think you want something to be done. And I think you're working on it. I think you're wrapping up a major chapter in your life. And intuitively, I see you smiling. It's like saying my job here is complete or my work is complete. You seem to be pleased with it. The fact that death is there is the one that you intuitively feel is inevitable and you want it to. The Wheel of Fortune, time will pass. And also, you always kind of felt it was headed in this direction and you're okay with it. In fact, many of you want it to happen. It's kind of like officially saying that chapter is closed. You know something is met its end. And you are preparing yourself for it. So that's why I see you working hard to combat disappointment, to not get wrapped up in it, to protect your own energy, and basically finalizing a chapter in your life that was likely overdue. And that way you can enter proudly and boldly into a new one. I apologize for the vagueness, but I didn't put down that energy. You did. So let's get some advice for you. The Libra I'm looking at, in some way you feel it. It's the end of an era, an end of a chapter. A completely blank chapter is ahead of you. Let's get some advice for you, please. Let's get some advice for you, please. Let's get some advice for you, please. Yes, you do look delicious, darling, but I don't think anybody is in the position to touch that deliciousness or drink from your energy. That's why you're showing me caution. You're saying the best of me is for me first and foremost. If I choose to share it with others, that's at my discretion, as it should be. All right, let's get some advice, please. Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Wheel of... that's your next chapter. Oh, yes. Nice little lead off there. Wheel of Fortune. The Emperor, Ten of Pentacles, the seat at your power. Strong foundation, high levels of stability. The master of all. Congratulations on your next chapter. Gotta close this one out first. We are well to do. And I see you at the seat of your throne. So, what's wrong with that? But that is clearly defined by next chapter. We got to finish out this one first, but you know that. All right, Libra, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said at the opening, we're going to do a brief past, present, and future. No clarifiers. What's going on, please? Show me, Taurus. Show me, Taurus. Show me, Taurus. What's going on for Taurus? What's going on, please, for Taurus? Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on for Taurus? There we go. The High Priestess. The Chariot. Ooh, wow. It's powerful. King of Cups. Look at that. Water, 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 too. You might have some very prominent water in your chart. Knight of Pentacles. The World. The Eight of Wands. Oh, see, you're not the only one. I tell you what, that was the focus of so much. I would say easily a quarter. Easily a quarter. For the full moon energy reads people reapproaching cycles. You're showing me something similar. Somebody else did on their check-in as well. All right. Let's see. Nine of Cups. The Empress. You're going to be A-okay. That's great. This is great. I'm just overwhelmed with the energies I've been seeing, particularly that full moon. It's one of the reasons why you should do full moon readings is because the energy is so concentrated and people can have or hold a lot of common threads. It's like, anyway, you don't want to hear all that. I know. That's a feature of yours truly. I do go on and on, but it's like when something is genuinely exciting and it surpasses the energetic level, it surpasses the spiritual and emotional, it goes into 3D. It's exciting to see that stuff. I mean, you're showing me that. So my point is, check out your full moon read and any of your placements, because it was a very common thread that I'm seeing for folks. And this is exciting. In your recent past, very strong feeling. Whoo! That's the definition of strong feeling right there. The High Priestess, intuition, yes. Chariot, yes. King of Cups, yes. Your heart was very, very strongly pointed. That one. Yeah, that one. It was such a strong instinct in you. And that's a very strong instinct. It was being driven literally from your heart. The Chariot's there to back it up about that direction. Yes. And then we had the fullness of heart. So there was literally no gap in your emotional knowledge at all. The emotional knowledge was 100% on point between your instinct, the actual momentum, and then the fullness of what you felt was in order. Yeah, I mean, this was lined up. This is ducks in a row. Your emotional energy, boom, ducks in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Concise, consolidated, no fragmentation. Strong as hell. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So in the recent past, you had a very strong feeling about where your heart was supposed to be. And then, and that it would expand outward. Boom. And then I catch you up to current day. And there's your Knight. So, your Knight of Pentacles, yeah, but okay, reality, Christina. I slow it down. We all know this. You have your process. Taurus has their process. We know this, okay? I'm not giving you shit about it. I'm just saying it's there. You can't really miss it. The Knight of Pentacles, the World, the Eight of Wands. You're doing that thing you do. Anybody home? I'm here. So that's you. That's what you did. You got to wherever it is you needed to be. I'm not trying to give you shit. It's just that Taurus energy is so Taurus. You're like the Taurus of all Tauruses I'm looking at today. You were so Taurus. So this is really strong, recent emotional push. Really strong. I mean, you felt it in every conceivable level. Like every inch of your body says, go in this direction. Your heart's here. Your heart's here. And you're feeling it. It's beautiful. The expansion, the drive is so on point. It's ridiculous. I mean, your instinct on this is so strong. Love it. But in reality, you're like, I'm here. Took me a minute, but I'm here. Yes. But here's where you're here, though, is the world. You are kind of approaching a cycle. You're reapproaching it. And it's a reapproach. It's not a shutdown. It's a reopening. And I'll tell you why. On the other side is communication. So this is a world for which that perhaps once upon a time was closed out when, I don't know, you would know that particular backstory. This is either true for you or it isn't. Either the normative, these feelings are here or they're not. You either approaching that door is either true for you or not. It's really distinct markers. You can't mess it up. So this is either you or it's not. And then boom, there goes communication. 8 of Wands, you're deploying communication. Someone's talking back too. There you go. You're reapproaching a door. If I was doing a full title for you today, that would be it. Taurus is reapproaching a door. 9 of Cups, the Empress, the Lovers. You'll be glad you did too, baby. Look at that. Thank you. When I show up, Christina. Thank you. Yes, you do. Look at that. You are personally pleased. The fullness of your own particular heart puts you in a place of empowerment. That's you. You, loving whatever this is, the way you would love yourself, has given you permission to flow through with this. You're so glad that you did. And there's your lover. They're with you. They're standing up next to you, at least energetically. And in the real world, too, it shows up very strongly. You're pleased. You feel very fulfilled. You feel empowered. And as you are, you did what you needed to do, and that is really what executes that sense of self-empowerment. I did what I needed to do. End of story. You look great. You look beautiful. You're in touch with yourself. Go you. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's high levels of emotional satisfaction and security. Goodness me. That is absolutely gorgeous, honey. Good job. Good job listening to your heart. You show up when you show up. That's true. But listening to your heart, honey, that's the big bit right there. Look at that. The instinct on this one was really high. Wow. Let's get some advice for you. Not that you need it. I think you got it. Clearly. Right? You got it. You more than got it. Okay. When you seem to be approaching this relatively soon. Whatever soon is, to be honest. Soon for Taurus is already a tricky concept. In tarot, well, I don't know. Let's see. Whatever feels right to you, then it probably is. Okay? Let that intuition of yours guide you. I just know that you're glad that you did. And you look great. All right. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Show me some advice, please, for Taurus. Show me that advice. That's you. The Hierophant. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, King of Swords. Yeah, there's your process right there. Yeah, there's your process. That's you. Literally. The Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Excuse me. Okay. So this, you giving yourself permission, it was growing on you. 7 of Pentacles, this takes a minute, right? But once you knew, you knew. King of Swords. And there's the determination. Okay? So yeah, slow growing. Spiritual growth here, growing into this, understanding where it is you wanted to be, why, what was going on there, and the realization of this creeping up on you, and where it is that you want to go or meant to go, or something like that. And there's the determination. So there you go. Proof is in that pudding, honey. And it looks great. I keep saying that because it's true. Good job on you. I love this. This is fantastic. And the payout for you, high. really high in terms of satisfaction, fulfillment, and empowerment. Like I said, I have someone clearly standing up next to you. And in terms of that agreement, I'm with you, that kind of thing. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Virgo. I did it again, didn't I? I said Virgo. I don't know why your name just rolls off my tongue like that. It always has. Virgo. I don't know. I like it. Anyway, I hope it doesn't annoy you. But Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. That was my point. We're going to do a brief past, present, and future. No clarifiers, yeah? What's going on, please, for Virgo? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. What's going on? Like always, and regardless, take it resonates, leave it does not, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Ooh, why did I just hear Sunday, Bloody Sunday? Whoa. Wow. I mean, great song, U2 classically, but whoa, that just came blaring through. Wow. Okay. Confirmation for some of you. Okay. I know, some of you just crank that YouTube, right? You crank it. I need to hear every single pitch from Bono. Wow. Wow, okay. What's going on, please? Let's do a couple more shuffles on that one. Show me Virgo. Two of Cups. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ace of Wands. Yes. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Very strong drive in the recent past here. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Magician. Yeah. Okay, boo-boo. Recent past, very recent. So recent it may not have happened yet. That's how recent it is. It doesn't feel like it's happened yet. Timelines in tarot are tricky, and all I can do is relay to you the impressions. It's somewhere between happening and perhaps hasn't happened yet. It's strong, too. It's strong driving force. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Chariot. I see you moving with some diligence and determination to get to where you need to be in terms of a love union. That feels incredibly strong to you. It's so strong, guys. It's blaring through, just like Sunday, Monday. It was so loud. Well, visually this, and it's beautiful. But I'm hesitating because of this segment. I believe you're in a couple of transitory states. Without clarification, I can only take this so far. But this either fits you or it don't. And this one is going to become obvious pretty soon. If it hasn't happened yet, it will soon. And soon in tarot is precarious. Okay, as I was telling Taurus. In fact, they had Chariot in their opening too. So if you have any Taurus in your chart, check theirs out. Because theirs also had a commanding force. Different than this one. But you get the idea. Anyway, Chariot, Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups. I see you with some strength of will, determination, and frankly just being lit the fuck up. Okay, I need to go here. Is what you're saying. I need to go here to this Two of Cups. I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. And that's an unapologetic gotta go. I gotta get my person. I gotta match my cup with theirs. I gotta check this out. Ace of Wands. I gotta go. Right? And it's really uncompromisable. It is really straightforward. I wish that it's fast, but at the same time, it's reassured. There's no confusion in the direction. There's no hesitation. There's no hiccup. There's no nothing. It's just that insistence that's rolling off of you. I gotta go. I gotta meet this thing where it is now or never. It's Captain America meets Miss America. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But it's that idea of I need to collide forces with this person. And you can't stop me. Don't stop me. I got to do this now. And then I see you fast forward a little bit. For some of you, I swear to God, this is your recent past that is yet to be. But it will be soon enough. For some of you. A month or two. Yeah. Anyway, do keep that in mind. With tarot, you're meant to have a flexible mind. Timelines are flexible. Anyway, and then we scoot you a little further out. The Hanged Man, Death, the Knight of Wands. There is something here that's almost like an overdue thought or an overdue action. We've had plenty of time to rest on it, and you've been resisting it. You've been resisting making a decision on something. that's coming to an end. I don't see it as being related to this. This seems to be something else. Where you're going, no confusion. What you're trying to exit or end has been delayed for a long time, many times over. It's an exaggerated delay, but you needed to work through it. You needed to work through it. And what you're telling me is that you put it off. You put off an ending as long as humanly possible. Okay? I don't know what that ending is. I don't presume to. I just know from the Virgo I'm looking at, you had more than enough time to think about it with the Hanged Man. And when I tell you, you put off the thought or the perspective as long as humanly possible, you did. But you're also saying, if it's been with me this long, I still have an answer. Because that answer, the potential of the answer, never went away. So it was there in front of me the whole time. It's just me accepting it. That was the real gig. Yeah. When you kind of put off an ending, that tells you what the answer is. It's the one that you've been putting off the whole time. So it's not really about question. It was just about whether or not you were ready to accept the answer. And I see you finally accepting the answer. As you move so brazenly forward into something without apology, you are exiting something that was likely done a long time ago. It doesn't have to be a relationship. I don't know. But it's something that you willfully put off as long as humanly possible. That's all I know. And then I see you openly manifesting the solidity of whatever this is. Making it as solid as possible. Investing in the solidity of it as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. Making the investment real and pulling in whatever that new affords. So not just whatever this is, but also in the 3D in the general sense. Anything you say that's new that's coming to you, you want it. You're saying now's the time. I made the space, Christina. What I'm always talking about, you can't accommodate new unless you're willing to make space for it. And you're like, I'm making all the space humanly possible. I'm manifesting everything, and everything that's coming my way that I'm entitled to is meant for me. I gave up the thing. I gave up the thing, whatever that is. Whatever has been holding you back that you've been putting off, you said, I made space. I want full credit. Dear universe, give me credit. Give me the aces. So you're basically saying, I want what I got coming to me. And it's not in a rude way, but it's like you put off whatever that is so long. And now that you did, it's like you're making up for lost time. I want all the aces that I got coming. All of them. Let's make them real. Ace of Pentacles, let's make it happen. Page of Wands, Magician, let's do this. So it's like you got a taste of it here. You know this is right for you. It confirmed whatever this was supposed to be that needs to exit. And then it's like once you got started, there's no going back. You're like, I want this. I want this. Pull it in. Pull it in. It's like, if I'm going to make change, let's make change. Let's do it. Right? Isn't that what you're always saying, Christina? No change plus no change equals no change? Well, what happens when I start making changes? Exactly. It almost looks overdue, yeah, because it probably is. It's like once you start, you can't stop, right? That's what they say about tattoos. Once you get one tattoo, you can't stop. Well, I don't know about all that. I was able to stop pretty easy. If something either means something to you, enough to put it on your body, or it doesn't. So that change, I was going to start pointing things out. Part of me still is a lecturer. I used to teach and give lectures and stuff like that. And part of me still is like that. And down, and down, and down. I was trying to get that bit. I was going to take some notes. Anyway, it's like once you get started there, you can't stop. And it's like, I want it all. But just the stuff that's for you. Nothing else. You're not acquiring just for the sake of it. You want the stuff that's specifically for you. And you're saying it's overdue. And I kind of did that to myself by delaying this. And I'm not delaying anymore. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. That was pretty trippy. I like that. But that's in your future. You don't know all of what you're pulling in yet. Let's put it that way. There are new things in there that you are making space for because you did what you did. This was but one thing. There are other things in there too. We're talking new work, new environment, new home, who knows what. I don't know. But you want it. It's the start of a very strong investment. It's like you're just getting started, babe. You're just getting started. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. The Moon, the Knights of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. It took you a long time to journey out of that place of confusion to really kind of understand that you had options before you. Interesting. So that kind of tells me where you're coming from. At least when it comes to this thing, you probably convinced yourself over and over again you don't have any options. That wasn't true. It's just typically the hardest thing to do represents the choice we don't want to make. It's not that we have an absence of choice. It's all the choices that we consider very hard. So you're saying you're coming out of that place now where you couldn't see any opportunity or movement forward. But once you started, no matter how slowly, I don't care what, as soon as you started seeing options for yourself and the availability of them, and you started picking through those feelings and understanding what they meant to you, instead of just assuming there's nothing you could do or refusing to look at it, once you stopped doing that, you started to see things as they were. And that, yes, I do have choice. And some of them are uncomfortable choices. But once I start making those uncomfortable choices, I start giving myself opportunity for good new choices too. Yeah. Stop seeing things as impossible and start seeing them as possible. And the world is your oyster. Okay? All right. I do hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said at the intro, we're going to do a brief past, present, future. No clarification. What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Show me Capricorn, show me Capricorn, show me Capricorn. What's going on? What's going on, please, for Capricorn? Like always, take what resonates, leave it does not, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? Show me Capricorn. Let's do one more. Show me Capricorn, please. Got the sniffles today. We didn't have a cool front. We had a cold front. Cold. I actually had a light little dusting of snow, briefly, which for Central Texas, if you're not familiar, that's unusual. You know, it's like, oh my Lord, I have to get out sweaters and stuff. Like, what the heck? Judgment, 3 of Wands. And as if you remember where your sweaters are, because, honey, you wouldn't need them, but maybe for a week out of the year. Judgment, 3 of Wands, Temperance, okay. Oh my, Lovers, 10 of Pentacles, yes. Oh, 5 of Wands, some tension there. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. I know that's not impressive, but it's kind of like steady as she goes. Some of you are showing me that you made decisions of long-term consequence some time ago, so it's not terribly recent past, it's further back. That's all right. That's timelines and tarot for you. They're going to show me what they show me. But they're saying you made a decision a long time ago in a far, far away land. Yeah, it's kind of scrolling through like those Star Wars intros back in the day. Judgment, 3 of Wands, Temperance. You made a decision a long time ago. Okay, to stick to a long-term place of healing and forgiveness and compassion for yourself, and to kind of remember better days, to show optimism as opposed to, say, pessimism. To always put yourself in a place of hope and gratitude and abundance. You said that this was something that you, like I said, decided upon a long time ago, that you were going to kind of set the course for your spiritual energy at some point in your timeline. You said, I'm going to set the course for my spiritual energy. This is what's important to me as a human being. This is what it is to me to be alive, and I'm going to abide by those principles. And I know it's terribly vague. That's okay. It tells me that you learned a major life lesson some time ago, and you said you'll never forget it, and that you would carry it with you always, and that that would always be of value to you, no matter what. That it would be like unshakable faith. No matter where this life took you, you would always have unshakable faith when it came to a particular subject or multiple subjects in your life. Okay? And that's going to be an important point for you. All right, in future, because in current day, I see you connected to someone of some significance in your life. The Capricorn I'm looking at, you've built a world with this person. There's 3D energy here, and it's quite strong with the foundation, but lovers, strong connection. Sometimes there's arguing, 5 of Wands. Sometimes there's discord. Sometimes there's frustration. You two don't always see eye to eye and how the material world is laid out, expanded, or experienced. Normal. If a 5 of Wands and your lovers, that's as bad as it gets, that ain't bad. Because, I mean, I could clarify that. I could see it, run deeper than that. But the idea is that with the lovers, I don't always see that level of accessibility, never mind stability. So that means you two have done quite the job in committing to each other, to understanding each other, okay, and to try to incorporate each other as much as possible, spiritually, emotionally, in terms of your development, and then also in the real world. There's going to be tension. 5 of Wands, there's going to be tension. But the idea is that you two still mean something significant to each other at the end of the day. High levels of productivity between the two of you. You've managed to create a whole world. Okay? And it's up to the two of you to maintain it. Now, for some reason, I am seeing a sharp spike, some time of tension. Heated arguments, debates. There could be one that's currently playing on the both of you. Okay. But the foundation that's between you two remains, and that's the core of you two. All right? I suppose what I'm trying to impress upon you, Capricorn, is that the lover's connection is not easy at all. It's one of your most challenging connections. It's like, oh, it's a lover for a summer. No. A strong lover's connection is the one that you want to keep because it speaks to you the most, which means it requires the most work, but it's also the most rewarding for that reason. You two understand that in your own way. You two understand that your connection will always be an ongoing project between you two, but you wouldn't have it any other way. So every now and again, yeah, there's going to be tension. Yeah, there's going to be arguing. Yeah, there's going to be disagreement about your everyday reality. But so long as you two continue to choose each other at the end of the day, that's what keeps you two intact. And therefore, it's kind of like it's all worth it, right? And I'm thinking that it's hearkening back to your opening, a decision that you made for yourself personally some time ago about spiritual growth and always being patient, always being kind, always trying to be understanding, okay, with yourself first, and then therefore the person who is most significant in your life. And that has served you well. Every now and again, I think when you two have a 5 of Wands, you kind of remember this. You touch back on that. There's some things that are worth it. It's just worth it. You kind of made a spiritual agreement with you. I'm so sorry. It's such a loose translation, but to have unshakable faith in yourself first, and then therefore the person whom you choose to be a partner with in this life. And that you will always stand up for it no matter what. And it's really strong conviction, and it's beautiful, and it's served you well. It has. 7 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. In other words, things are going to continue on as they are, okay? And you two are going to keep things open towards each other. 7 of Pentacles, I don't see that as stagnation in this effect. I see it as two people who are more or less used to their particular norm, and they're not looking for changes in it. So I know that seems a little flat towards the end. It's just everything behind it. You two have a lot going on. You're not going to always want to shake things up. You know, you have a powerful connection that in and of itself requires maintenance, and then you have 10 of Pentacles, which in and of itself requires maintenance. Yeah, if you're showing me a couple pages with the 7 of Pentacles, like, we got this, you know, you ain't got to fix what ain't broke. We stand by our agreement with each other. We continue to be involved in each other's lives in all the best ways that is supportive and caring and nurturing and compassionate when we need to be, forgiving when we need to be. I don't want to change anything. That's enough as it is, right? So you're two basically saying you're still open towards each other in the ways that it counts, and it's steady on. This is what everybody hopes to achieve in the long term. So I know that doesn't seem very impressive, yet nevertheless it is, because of everything behind it led up to that comfort of we don't need to change anything. We're good. We come together when it counts. Okay, we work together as a team when it counts. We have discord between us, that's everybody. But you and I are on the same team at the end of the day. It's us against the world. Okay? So yeah, I wouldn't be in a rush to change anything either. You two are good. Okay? You two are good. It's like when in doubt, no matter how bad it might get sometimes or frustrating, okay? When in doubt, you always seem to refer back to the judgment, spiritual decisions you made in the past about what's correct and worth standing up for and what isn't, you know? Advice, please. I know that's terribly generic, but do you have any idea half the mess I'm going to see today? Yeah, we'll take this. It's lovely, really. Let's see. Advice, please. I don't think you need too much advice. It looks pretty straightforward, but any advice, please, for Capricorn? Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. There it is. There it is. There's the resistance between you two folks, but you two are so used to it. You have your method, they have their method. You two are still equals at the end of the day. Sometimes you two fuss. Sometimes you two block. Sometimes you two argue. Sometimes you two fight. I don't know if it's like all that, but it can, Five of Wands can literally be a battle of wills, and you don't need to fight for that. You can just have a little quiet grudge match. The Five of Wands is that too. So I know that you two are used to having your moments of frustration and but cooler heads and cooler hearts prevail. We remind ourselves that we love this situation more than anything else. And it's always at our best interest to keep the other person in mind. You two are essentially a team. No matter how frustrating it gets, we keep our mind open, we keep our heart open, we'll be fine. The both of you will be just fine. All right? You're going to have... I just see... Capricorn, in summary, the only reason I'm saying this today is because I think you two, because it's literally in your current energies as well, I think you two are literally hitting one of your current pockets. Between the lovers making it and the foundation making it, you two are going to have arguments, okay? You're going to have tit-for-tat energies. The point is, if anybody tried to confront the other person that was not within your two's circle, you would have each other's backs. How you two might have a little argument in private is exactly that in private. But you're on the same team at the end of the day. I think I'm just seeing a current rough patch between you two. It will get resolved, things will go back on track, and then the energy deflates, as I'm saying here, okay? I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. And like I said at the intro, we're going to do a brief past, present, and future. No clarification. What's going on, please? Show me, Scorpio. Show me, Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me, Scorpio. Okay. Nine of Wands. The Hermit. Two of Cups. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Don't you look so good in present day? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Future, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, the King of Swords. Yeah, you're going to find your way. That's the determination to find your way. So, in the recent past, I don't know how recent it is, the Hermit's here. So not so recent, kind of like ongoing. Resistance, and you trying to understand it. Nine of Wands, love union. Okay, trying to understand your emotionality between you and someone else. Why was there blockage? Why was there resistance? Your side, their side, somewhere between the two of you. You said you're working on it, that you've been working on it. Thank you very much. You've been taking your time to explore this particular subject. No rush is attached to it. Like I said, the Hermit's not known for being rushed, and it tells me it's not so recent either. So you've come a long way in understanding what happened in the past regarding an emotional union that you had with somebody. The idea is, this is my cup, this is your cup, and this is between you and I. This is how we exchange. Okay? So at the intimate emotional level between two people. And you're saying you are still healing. Okay? Some resistance that you met along the way in trying to harmonize your cup with somebody. You're saying there was resistance and it was repetitive, it was chronic. So again, not very recent, ongoing. So Nine of Wands is, we're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You were met with chronic blockage, I believe, in an emotional union you had with somebody else. The extent of your feelings or theirs, I don't know. You're just showing me that you are trying to rest on the perpetual blockage of experiencing it. It was a while. You experienced the same thing over and over again with somebody with no better results, and you're still kind of recovering from that because that's going to be emotionally exhausting, 100%. Okay? Where they are, I have not a clue, because you're saying, I'm happy as a clam on my own. And doesn't it show? Yes, it does. You're gorgeous. You're bloody gorgeous. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. You got it going on, babe. Okay? You got it going on. So while that might have been painfully slow insight, painfully slow learning about why that cup happened and why did it always feel blocked or partially experienced or never reached its promise or potential, I don't know. Why did you give? Why did they give? Why was it never fully taken or accepted, etc.? All that stuff. Don't know. The Scorpio I'm looking at, it's going to be personal to you, and you'll understand in your own way. That's the whole point of the Hermit, is to understand, not to not understand, So you're going to learn what you need to learn from that. You've got a lot of experience with that particular cup to kind of arrive to a conclusion, whatever that is to you. But whatever it is has put you in a good position. You're on point with yourself. You're balancing what you need to balance in your 3D. You look great. 9 of Pentacles, you look really secure. You look physically secure. You look emotionally secure. And your energy's kind of back on point again with the Queen of Wands. So you have some really interesting fire in your chart. But yeah, you're like, I feel good. And I am good. I'm great. And the 6 and 9 of Pentacles is beautiful. Strong sense of self. I got this. And I got the energy to back it up, the confidence to back it up. The Queen of Wands, baby. Fiery, creative, expressive, passionate, you name it. You're passionate, though. As an independent creature, you take a lot of pride in just getting it done. More than getting it done, being very competent and profitable. But yeah, you look great. Okay? So, this has been ongoing. I don't see any fresh pain attached to it. It feels old, but an old pathway lesson, that kind of thing. And it's taken you a long way in terms of self-development. So in other words, it did serve a purpose. All right? Now in the future, Page of Wands, 2 of Swords, the King of Swords, you're saying you don't necessarily know what's coming your way, but that's not necessarily a bad thing either. You're saying you're open. You don't have any presumptions about what the future holds. You're just saying you're open towards it and that you will meet it head on with the King of Swords in time. You're just saying you're remaining open, even though you can't see. You don't care. You're saying you're skilled and you're competent, you have a strong mind. Whatever it is, you will greet it. No attachments to the future. That's the way it should be. You should be living in the present. I got news for you, honey. You're killing it in the present. So if you have that mindset, which is an excellent mindset, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm not going to be closed off to it. You'll be fine. More than fine, honey. Strong mind. You have strong experience behind you. The energy backs it all up. It's great. Okay, I'm sorry you had to walk that particular road, but how else would you have gotten here? You know? And like I said, that's not fresh pain. I have to insist on this. You've had plenty of time to mull this over. Lots of time to digest this. Okay. And in so doing, you have just kind of really reinforced who you are. You're strong, proud, energetic, happy, healthy Scorpio. And I like that. I like that. I don't know what's in the future, but I'm open to it. It's like there's nothing I can't handle. I believe you. Advice, please. Advice, please. Mind you guys, I'm just doing a snapshot. This is not farther out. I'm not clarifying, but I like it. It's simple. Anybody can understand it. I like it. What's going on? Advice, please. Advice, please, for Scorpio. 9 of Pentacles. There you are. Ah, Devil. Yeah. 7 of Cups. Yeah, there's where it is. There's a little bit more of that backstory. This lingered for a while, didn't it? It got you all emotionally tangled up and feeling bad about yourself. Confused by your feelings. Okay. Whatever this was, and it pushed you into this 9 of Pentacles, you insisting on recovering from it, not wallowing in it. Big difference. If you insisted on wallowing it and just, I don't understand, you wouldn't show me this. So that tells me you worked through this. The murkiness of the feelings, the 7 of Cups, I'm confused by my feelings, and there's fear in your feelings towards whatever this was, as the Devil is done. Okay. It's done. You've been working through it. And you're showing a key point that I say to people all the time. If it's confusing, and if it doesn't make sense to you, and if it doesn't feel right, then it's probably not. And the thing is with the Devil is that feelings we can get so amplified, so intense, that even if it wasn't coming from a Devil place, it can turn into one. So that's why I say don't enter into unions that are confusing. If it's not immediately straightforward and obvious, where two people are on the same page, then it's time to exit it. There's no reason to get yourself worked up into a really weird emotional frenzy. In the intent of trying to understand it, it should make itself understood. Okay? It should make itself understood, the connection that you're in. If you're just sitting there stewing in emotions where you're confused and it's starting to feel bad, that's because it is. And that's how you know it's gone into a bad place, no matter how healthy it started or no matter how good your intentions were to love that, whatever it was, equally and fairly. If it goes into a bad place, that's where it ended up. Nobody goes into these things, you know what? I'm going to enter this and make sure it goes into the garbage. That's what I'm going to do. Nobody does that. Who does that? You'd have to be quite an asshole, right? No. But at some point in your timeline in the past, you got twisted up in your emotions about this. So it went to the garbage or a bad place, whether or not you wanted it there. That's how you know still it wasn't for you. It wasn't equal. It wasn't measuring up well. You had plenty of time to reflect on this. You know, that's just not where you are anymore. What I really like, though, in your future is that you're not afraid. You're saying you're open-minded. What comes with may. Come with may. You're open-minded. I like it. Scorpio, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said at the intro, we're going to do a brief past, present, and future. What's going on, please, for Pisces? Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's going on? What's going on, please, for Pisces? Like always, take what resonates, see if it does not, reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me Pisces. Okay. Page of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Fool. Huh, that's interesting. King of Swords, Seven of Swords, a Page of Pentacles. But maybe the timing's not right, or it's not the right connection. Queen of Wands, Judgment, the Knights of Swords. You will know what to do in the future. I want you to act in confidence in the future. Your idea is right. It's just in the current time zone that you're in, I don't think we're applying it to the correct one. Okay. Or you have the opportunity to avoid an investment altogether. I'm kind of leaning in that direction. I think you are too. So just in your recent past, you have recently decided to open yourself up because you want something emotionally stabilizing. Emphasis on that. You're saying you want something that has a long-term goal attached to it, i.e. the Ten of Cups. So you've just started opening up towards this in a way that's polite, it's curious, you're keeping your spirit and your emotion, okay, open towards it. It's like, I think I'm ready to kind of expand or slide my way into a Ten of Cups. What's all this emotional harmony about that Christina keeps talking about? I think I might like to try that out. And the Fool, you're keeping yourself open towards it. So the process for you has just begun to really begin to open up towards an expanse. So you started as a Page of Wands, and then you're talking about expanse. What does that require? The willingness of the Fool. Get out there and try. Right? That means trying out cups, see if they fit you. Are they going to go somewhere? Yes, no, maybe this one has potential, so on and so forth. But it's got to start somewhere. And it's going to start with a page. And that just means energetically being open towards it instead of just turning it off or turning it away. You're saying you're open to the possibility of emotional expansion. It's like saying, I'm shopping. I'm shopping for the bigger picture, is what you're saying. I want to try it out. But I'm just going to start in a small way. But I'm going to keep myself open. All right, that was a decision you made in the very recent past, and it's looking like a fresh one. Perhaps it was part of your New Year's package or your end of year kind of feeling. I don't know, but it feels really recent. Fast forward just a wee bit into present day. These two aren't too far apart. King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles. You have the opportunity here for investment, and you're going, nah. And it seems like you're going, nah, right now. So you are in contact with people, situation, places, circumstances, but you're like, it's not right. Seven of Swords. Your mind is telling you to lean away from it. Don't put too much into this, that, and the other. So it's interesting because you opened up with a certain sense of, I'm going to try, I want to start something small, and then hopefully it ends up big, and I'm part of it, and it's going to be super awesome. Sorry, that's cinnamon. But your King of Swords in current day says you have the opportunity to invest in something, but you went, nah. Seven of Swords. So you're showing me a discriminating process here of, I said I'd be open, but when I look at this one, I'm like, no. Okay. And in the future, you're saying, you know what? Here's an idea. Queen of Wands, Judgment, the Knight of Swords. If I really feel something is good, like a good calling, then I'm going to rush towards it, no problem. When I feel I have confidence about a particular direction, I'm going to throw myself into it 100%. So it's looking like you changed up your method a little bit, because when I see you trying to put out points of contact or engagement, you're like, not this, not that, not this, not that. Not just romantic, guys, but it's like overall, you're looking around at stuff analytically and you're just not hyped up with what you're seeing. You got your logical mind in gear, you know, and when you try to engage with stuff, you're like, I know I said I'd be open-minded, but geez. I mean, because it's like you look so uninspired. I'm not laughing at you. You just look so uninspired. You started out with a little bit of inspiration and hope. Yeah, okay. I'll keep myself open. Let's see if it leads to something bigger. I'd like to be part of something bigger. But when you put it out there in real-world application, you kind of going, Well, you're just not impressed. You're not impressed with the scene. You're not impressed with the investment opportunities. Can't say I blame you. It seems like it's that way for a lot of folks now. Everything just kind of has a kind of gross one-way street feeling to it, like you know it's going to end up in a bunch of nothing. A lot of people are reporting that about modern dating and modern investment. It just feels gross and like there's an end game and everything's commercialized. And I know maybe you treat people like commodities and you get that. I don't want to be part of this feeling. For people who are a little bit more authentic, for people who are a little bit more feeling in nature. But you saying your mind keeps tallying up the score and you ain't impressed with nothing. I mean, so don't force yourself to invest in something that doesn't seem to spark you, doesn't seem to engage you, doesn't call you. Or if it just doesn't add up, then don't contribute to it. Don't contribute to the nonsense, honey. If you got your King, Queen of Swords on and you're like, this is a bunch of nonsense, then don't participate in the nonsense. You know, it's not for you. That's what I'm saying right here. So in future, I do see you reacting to something on pending one condition, that it literally feels right, that it makes you want to move, that it motivates you. You're saying you're going to listen for that particular calling, and then you'll know what to do. So like I said, you switched up your method, I think, your method of approach, from really trying to put yourself out there, but not being inspired, to I'm going to wait till I'm inspired and then I will put myself into it. See how I'm saying? I get it. I kind of get what you're doing. It makes sense to me. And you will have that moment, that spark, that moment of inspiration. Aha, now this I want to move towards, but it's a little further out in your future. I don't know when. I'm leaning more towards May myself, I think. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. If I don't mean to assume that it's love, but you're saying that you want to be open towards something greater. Okay. But when it comes time to make investments, you shoot it down. And you just don't look inspired. And you're not convinced. And it doesn't call to you spiritually or emotionally. So I don't mean to take it into a space of relationship. But guys, you're telling me you want to be part of something more and really feel the punchline of that. So that's why I'm kind of defaulting to that. But take it as it resonates, yeah? Okay. Advice. 6 of Swords, the Empress, 7 of Wands. Okay. They're showing me a little backstory for you. 6 of Swords, that you've moved on from something not too long ago. Okay. And that's why you just now kind of got into that place of wanting to open up, explore a little more. Be Pisces the explorer. You want to open up into something greater, a little more stabilizing emotionally. Because you left something behind. And when you did, it was the right call. The Empress is here. When the Emperor and Empress show up after transition, that just means automatically you were correct. The Pisces I'm looking at, you have a very strong intuition about what to invest in and what not, what to leave behind and what to enter. So use that as your particular navigation system. In the meantime, stand your ground, 7 of Wands, uphold your boundaries. Okay? Pretty good. That's pretty good. You know yourself pretty well then, huh? Good. We could all do with that. Pisces, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Like I said at the intro, we're going to do a brief past, present, and future. Or as I like to call it, 369, but that only makes sense to me. So, what's going on, please? Show me that Cancerian energy. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Regardless of what I see here today, take what resonates, leave it does not, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please, for Cancer? Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. After this, I got to get to Home Depot. Okay. Oh, finally getting that freaking dog door installed. I'm so overdoing that. Oh my God. He's crazy. Okay. The handyman estimates. Now, I would love to do it myself, but I don't have a jigsaw. Anyway. Otherwise, I'm very much a DIY. I love that stuff. I really do. I really do. I love that. I love home projects. I do. But I'm like, I don't think I should be messing about, though, with a saw. Anyway. Even I'm like, Christina, know your limits. Yeah, so anyway, I'm finally getting that taken care of this week. Oh, bless it. Oh, because right now we're just now getting into our cold weather here in Texas. I ain't got time to be open and closing that door all day. Okay. Bless her, Cinnamon. She's getting bigger, too. Oh, my God, she's giant. Oh, my goodness. What's going on? Please show me, Cancer. Anyway, a little bit more useless tidbit about my life and what I'm doing. I don't know why I share things with you. I have no idea. I don't know. What's going on, please? Show me, Cancer. What's going on? Show me, Cancer. I don't know. Welcome to the channel. My name's Christina. Sometimes I share my nonsense with others. All right. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Three. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Nine of Wands, the Star. Why did you resist that? I know what you're going to say. It wasn't me, it was them. And maybe you're right. I don't know. I can't tell. Hold on. Future. Ten of Pentacles, Chariot. So, oh my. Oh my. Cancer. What the heck's going on? You're making some forceful decisions here. But it's interesting. The pace behind it is so different than your future. It's really different. That tells me there's a lot of bridge points I'm not seeing here today, because here there's a particular energetic pull, but we're resisting it. Okay, and then the future, you completely shift tracks, which for Cancer, this happens, at least for you emotionally, I'll see that right away. And this is where sometimes I wish I had the clarification going on so I could see those points and make sense of them, because you're going to be like, what the hell is she talking about? You'll know. In time. So, speaking of time, let's get back to it. In the recent past, I see you connecting with somebody, but it was cautious to the point of choking. And by that, I mean you only accomplished so much when you connected to somebody. It felt good, though. Three of Cups, when you connected to them and reconnected, it was fairly frequent. I don't know about frequent. It happened often enough that it's showing up as a repetitious connection. But it was so choking. It had a lot of restrictions on it. Now, I think some of you are going to be like, but I told myself I was going to connect with it slowly. You did, but it got to the point of... There were so many restrictions around this connection. But we tried to, because it felt good in some way with the Three of Cups. This is social, emotional joy. It feels good to connect with you. That's why I choose to do it. Going out, having a drink, having a laugh, having fun, relax a little bit, right? I don't know, go to a concert, whatever. It's kind of like that Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and it's like I'm slowly moving in this direction, but I will have my guard up at all times. Lots of restrictions. There's lots of rules here. There's a lot of do's and don'ts. Now, Seven of Wands is boundaries, and that don't get me wrong. I'm not saying come into conflict with your boundaries. I'm saying, what was the point of connecting to this? Because it seems to have so many guards up on it. Layers, walls. Do not go. Do not pass. Do not collect $200. No, this, that, the other. But in that small portion, this is why I connect with it. That part that's not crossed, restricted. There's a small spot where you this is where I can enjoy it. It's so small. It's a teeny tiny part where you're like, this is the part where this is why I connect with it, though. Right there. The squishy little center, the kind that's not completely crossed off. And so there's I'm going to take this slow, and also, but what it came into conflict, but also why are you connecting with it? Because not much is being generated out of it. But we did it for a long time, though, is what I'm seeing. And then you fast forward a wee bit, Nine of Wands, the Star, the Page of Pentacles. Someone said, I'm no longer investing in the Star because nothing's being put into it. So the Star is a major concept, guys. I mean, it's a big desire, wish, want, goal. And Nine of Wands is full blockage. So if Seven of Wands was caution, caution, slow, caution, restriction, Nine of Wands is full-on blockage. Somebody said that they were tired and they can't put any more into this as much as it might mean to them with the star. And the star means a lot to us. It does. It means a lot to us, but they also say, Page of Pentacles, I can't put any more into this. I can't afford to block. So that means somebody here felt this deeply, but could put nothing into it, or felt that they were no longer in a position to put anything into it. And it still stands, as far as I can tell. This is either you or them. It doesn't seem like it meant, I'm not trying to be in any way judgmental. It looks like when you connected to it, it felt good, but it wasn't a lot, and you were fine with that. And I believe I'm seeing someone else that says, this actually meant a lot to me, but I can't put anything into it. Or I'm not allowed to put anything into it. Nothing that's really substantial that I can reach for and feel comfortable reaching for. Because with the star, you got to keep going like this in order to get it, right? And you were like, I'm happy with this little portion. Okay. Cautious as it was, you were still happy with that little portion. You weren't trying to reach for stars. Like, I just know that I like connecting with you, even though there's all this shit around it, restrictions, red tape. And they're like, oh, well, I'm going full red tape then. Okay. Now, in the future, that was easy. In the future, Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, Six of Swords. I see you moving on from a foundation, powerfully so by choice. You're there, literally there, Chariot. And the foundation's no small thing. That takes time to build it, right? It takes a lot of time to build it, and it takes even more time to maintain it. So not casual, okay? It suggests stability. This is my world as I understand it. This is family, friends, connections, community, career, personal, home, and finance. It's all in there. This is the tree of life. And the Chariot, that's you. Your particular direction is Six of Swords, moving away from it. Powerfully. Very powerful movement away from a Ten of Pentacles. I don't know why. Okay. It could be that because you kind of see how little you connect to this and how little you desire to connect to it. Okay. And it could be that they stopped investing in this altogether. Okay. But I am seeing two sides in this, where there's only so much you want to connect to it emotionally anyway. You're still doing it, but with very little hope of it being any more. And then whomever's in connected, it's like they lost sight of the dream, or they don't want to invest in that dream anymore because they said it's just too damned hard. Okay. All right. But either way, I see you taking points in future about what you're going to do with this. And it's like, I'm going to move away from it. Okay. Okay. Let's get some advice, please, for Cancer. That's a heck of a baseline. For what it looked like just not being on the same page with somebody, having completely different emotional goals here. I know that you took some sort of pleasure from connecting with this, but it wasn't a lot, and it had a lot of restrictions on it. I don't think you enjoy giving yourself too much to it personally, just enough to be satisfied with it, but you don't really put all of yourself into it. And they're saying, I'd love to put more into this dream, but not with you. Something like that. We're not on the same page here. We're not on the same page here at all. In terms of dreams, goals, and aspiration, and specifically what you two mean to each other, or how you express yourselves, or how you invest in each other, are completely different. The scales are very different. You're both showing me restriction. They have dreams and goals. I just don't see them applying it to you. And you enjoy some of the emotional connectivity, but not very much. Like, you can only have certain parts of me. And they're like, I'm not really investing in you like that anyway. So I don't, guys, I don't know. And that's a lot. That's quite a bit. Okay, let's get some advice, please. I don't know how long it's going to take to exit that foundation, though. Seven of Cups, the King of Wands, the Four of Wands. See, it's kind of like, there it is. That's what I'm saying. There is a relationship here. It's just not a very fruitful one. Not here. You understand you can choose a relationship with this person at the emotional level. I just don't think you want to. You only allow this person so much room in your heart. And you only want to connect with it so frequently anyway. And I to them, it's like they got a star in them. And I think at once upon a time, they try to put that star, point that star at you. But it's like, I don't want to invest in that direction anymore either. I don't believe in this star, not when it comes to us. And part of you recognizes that if this is a relationship, I should probably have stronger feelings in it than a Seven of Cups. A murky sort of, I feel a little bit of this, I feel a little bit of that. I think parts of you are still attracted to this, okay, in terms of it's mine or I'm familiar with it. But I don't see you at all giving yourself completely to it, and you most certainly do not allow it to fully access you. So you got to ask yourself then, it might be a relationship on paper, but is it a relationship of the heart? Yeah. Okay. And if this is good enough for you, then you don't need to go anywhere, right? But if your heart's that heavily guarded, you don't really want them to have that much access to you in that way. And they really don't see you as a long-term star investment that they personally desire anymore, and they restrict you, you got to ask yourself, what the hell are you two working with? So while your paper energy, your on paper, your 3D energy might be very strong, your heart space towards it is not. In fact, it's exiting this. Like I said, I don't know how long. I do not know. Some foundations are more easily parted ways with than others. Okay, but I suppose you will find that out in time. All right. Sorry that's trying to be a bummer. I'll read the cards, guys. You know, it either applies to or it doesn't. And if it doesn't at all, normal. Check your other placements. This is clearly ongoing, and this is how they experience it too on their side. I'm not trying to do yours and theirs. It's just, it was clearly distinctly two people. And what was shared is there as well. Okay? I do hope this helped you in some way. If not, don't worry about it. Check your other placements. Yeah? We also got your full moon energy read coming up. I don't remember the contents. That's me. So check it out for yourself. It'll be available next Saturday. Yeah? Like I said, I hope this helped you regardless. Take care. Be well.